You lot are violating. Read the message on screen. You're violating. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Take the intros in. Yeah. I'm spinning my goal because Rice scored 2 bangers.
Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
There's always just that active red line. Defenders have been given like.
Are we live? Of course we're live. It feels like I've been with you lot all day. And if you're new here, smash the like button. People, deluded, I'm back again. Above my head, you can see it's Paris Saint-Germain against Aston Villa. It's Champions League night. It's Champions League business. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. Big up Karma, who's a member. She's always here. We value her as part of the community. There's more votes on the poll than likes on the stream. Sorry, this is unacceptable. Sort your lives out, people. Come on, you're violating. You're violating. If nothing more, Arsenal fans, big up PSG and big up Aston Villa, and we look forward to seeing the opponents of whoever wins this in the next round. Who said that? That's crazy. Arsenal, I beg you. Sorry, people. Arsenal, I beg you. I know football's romantic and Real Madrid do the comeback thing and Liverpool do the comeback thing, but Arsenal, I cannot lie. No, not with us. Not with us next Wednesday, because you've inspired, man, now. You've inspired me. You've won 3-0. Mad free kicks. The squad is depleted. Come on, like, no, come on. I'm not even saying, obviously, I want to win. Like, I want to win the Champions League because you're making me believe that we can do this. But at the same time, next round is next round. Don't go 3-0 up against Real Madrid and mess up at the Bernabeu. Don't let us be part of the fairy tale. Because in the same way, people can banter us Arsenal fans and say what they want to say and mad things. But you lot made history for our football club. Yeah, you didn't win the Champions League, all that BS, all of that BS. But when you cut that trolling crap and you look at Arsenal, unfortunately, we don't have a strong pedigree in the Champions League or European competition. Arsenal fans, young and old, will tell you that. That's a night. You man are going in folklore. Kivior, I ain't gonna lie, 20 years from now, I might not remember your thing, Kivior, but you was there. You was there. Declan Rice remembered. All these guys remembered. In the same way you remembered for that, don't let people remember that, because better players are going to get remembered for that. There's been mad comebacks. Liverpool have done mad comebacks. Madrid have done mad comebacks against world-class teams and world-class players. It's going down in history. Don't be part of that history next week. But I digress, people. It's Aston Villa against Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know. I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about Arsenal, but I'm more than happy. And we're getting all behind this Champions League thing. I can't lie. We're not doing the manager in-out stuff. We're not doing none of that no more. We're not criticizing the players. Constructive criticism always. We're getting behind this Champions League stuff until it rubs out. I don't know the duration of our participation in that competition, Arsenal fans. I don't know if Real Madrid are going to do the comeback, as I've been referring to the obvious. I don't know what awaits us in the semi-finals. I don't know what awaits us in the final. I know what awaits us after. Because imagine that, I can't lie, Lewis Kelly or 1 year, if you win the Champions League, but the first thing you got to do, take wavy pictures, family, all of that stuff, the DMs. I'm not going to talk too tough, but the DMs, immediately. You lot could go down in folklore, but yeah, we're getting behind that. We're not doing the manager out. We're not dissing players. We're not doing all that mad stuff now. We're getting behind this Champions League stuff. Because beyond the obvious, and it's well known. I like Mikel Arteta. I'm very fond of Mikel Arteta, but he has to give me certain things to work with. And also the players. Come on. This is there. We're going to, and please, anyways, packed my Merino, my goal. So Alex could never, Don Carlo eyebrow hype. Don't bread us. And that's another thing people need to stop doing, yeah, that do not support Arsenal. Big up the members and the moderators and and you lot that tune in. But a lot of you watch me, but you're not Arsenal fans. You want to laugh at my football club in this. You had your drafts ready. You had all of this. I'm getting at it on Twitter. My actual friends are doing the same thing. And that's going on there. Stop breading us. We did not. Why are you not doing this thing where you're coming to us straight away and saying, oh, fair play, or you're breading, you're doing this, oh, Marino, you're gassing up our players, or you're for no reason, you're People that I ain't spoke to in weeks are messaging me saying fair play. I don't want to hear that because you had your drafts ready. You had the BS you wanted to say about my team ready. I don't want to hear it. And what you need to remember, I don't want to hear. And do you know what the sweetest thing about beating Real Madrid? Again, big up Real Madrid, nothing to do with you lot. Do you know what the sweetest thing about winning yesterday, isolated to that 90 minutes, was Arsenal fans? They can't run that. And I don't care about other fans and the media agendas. They can't run that Real Madrid depleted stuff. And it's not the best version of Real Madrid and all those barbershop opinions. I mean, you can because these things are prevalent. But shit, man. I'd love to have all my players fit, but shit, man. You can see what's going on. You know who's out. Gabriel Magalhaes is out for 4 months. Mikel Arteta, I don't know if he meant to. Everything he does is calculated, but he said it. Havertz is not back. Jesus is not there. These are Champions League players. One's a Champions League winner. Please. Speaking of the Champions League people, it's Paris Saint-Germain against Aston Villa. Let's turn up the brightness on this TV. It's a bit weird, but let's go. Come on, Villa, man. Who would you rather play as an Arsenal fan, Aston Villa or PSG? You know what? Again, I mean this in the most humbling way. Madrid, I am not trying to do all of that with you lot. Arsenal, same thing next week as we did. The same thing that we need to do. The same thing we did this week. Do it next week. I need 1 goal. So I need 4 on aggregate. I need 1 more. Essential Derby. Is he starting? Admittedly, I should look at the lineups. Is he starting? Because if he's starting, I swear it's written in the. If he plays any part in this, if you're a better, it's haram. I don't advocate that. But if you're a better, I can't lie. I think there's good money on Marcus Rashford and Asensio. If Asensio's there, I haven't seen the lineup or the squad lineup posted before the match. What is this, Jamaican time? Google. Oh, no wonder. That's the 15th of August. Of course, you're not going to show me. Show me Paris Saint-Germain against Villa. Donnarumma. I can't lie, Rashford. You could live a movie if you shoot, you know. Donnarumma, Hakimi, Bernardo, Pancho, Mendes, Neves, Vitaya, Fabian Ruiz, Doué, Baller, Baby Neymar, Dembele, Carrick, Skila. I've come a long way, man. I'm pronouncing them things there. Wait. Gabriel Magalhaes. Real ones that have subscribed to me from the jump here. You remember the times I used to shy away from saying Magalhaes. Say Big Gabriel. And shout out Tom Canton. I heard him say it once when I was live streaming. I was like, oh, Magalhaes, okay, we're adding that one. But anyways, Martinez, who did you not see him wear the Argentina cap to France? Mind games. Martinez, Cash, Konza, Torres, Luca Dean, Camara, Telemans, who's, I must admit, I would have loved him at Arsenal. Morgan Rogers, who I'd also love at Arsenal. Ramsey, McGinn, and Marcus Rashford. Now, I'm not a Villa fan, not watching them week in, week out. Emery used to manage my football club. I know he does a the kind of Tinkerman thing and tweaks with his team and tinkers with his team. But at the same time, I didn't expect, as an ignorant non-Aston Villa fan, I didn't expect to see Jacob Ramsey today. Vitaya's on the ball. Now, I'll be real. I'd rather play Aston Villa. I mean, I said I'd rather have played Atletico Madrid than obviously Real Madrid. And obviously, whatever happens, hindsight's a wonderful kind of thing, and it's magical to defeat a European powerhouse that is Real Madrid. But I do think, not that I'm definitely not a know-it-all, but I mean, come on now. I know ball still. I do miss sometimes and whatnot, but I know ball still. And I think because of that, you see how the saying ignorance is bliss. Some of you football fans are mad ignorant. You will say a million times, yeah, we're going to do it, believe. And obviously, you get the days like Arsenal, Real Madrid. I wish I was on that. Because yesterday was a bit of that. Like, bro, at the end of the day, we beat Real Madrid. Oh, my day. Listen, I shouldn't even be doing watch alongs. We should just be waffling about Arsenal, to be fair. But anyways, Hakimi's got the ball. And I must admit, I'm kind of shook of PSG, you know. I'll be real with you because it's going to sound so stupid to say. And it doesn't really make sense to those of you who understand football at a casual level. But I'd have rather play PSG when they've got Neymar, Messi, and Kylian Mbappé. Of course, there's many problems that comes with playing a front three of, boy, they're all generational and dumb mad things in football. But they were more superstar-y. They weren't really a team with work ethic. You can't really... Mbappé has to work hard at Real Madrid. Lionel Messi was a great player, but would work hard for Barcelona. Neymar, the same. At PSG, come on, man. It's a globetrotter thing. They're signing for clubs they know it's a joke thing. Ousmane Dembele! Is that a corner or is that gone over? I'd have rather played them with that. Now they're more of a team with Luis Enrique. They still got stars. Obviously, they've got many a star, but in terms of the ego and all that kind of stuff, it's really just Ousmane Dembele now. He's shining. And I know technically doesn't really play as a winger or inside forward on the right, but if there's one position I like in football at the moment, yeah, it's right wing. Salah, who apparently Ornstein and all them journalists says is going to sign a new deal along with Van Dijk at Liverpool, but Salah, Rodrigo, definitely, because you let Lewis Skelly get a man of the match performance. In no order, obviously Salah, Rodrigo, Yalmao, Bukayo Saka for sure, Wanyeri, Elise. There's probably, I mean, no disrespect, there's probably a one person I've missed out, but that position looks very strong in world football. PSG have started very positively. Emery derby. I'm shook of you, Luis Enrique, man, because again, you can't draw too many conclusions of stuff. And I hate to speak about stuff like this, but football's a psychological game. And football, I like to think, even at this superficial level of professional football, they're like your brothers. Like for 90 minutes, you might die for certain, man. You're there with the highs and lows. And when you watch the documentaries and all of that, and Luis Enrique talks, it's very interesting from a footballing point of view. But when he speaks about, unfortunately, his young daughter dying and all of that, bro, it just feels like they're going to do it for him. Rolando. And again, crucially, they're more of a team. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Amad Diallo. I see Saka doing slappings. Amad's best performance is some Bandulu hat-trick, which is not certainly, and also replying to a fake Gabriel Magalhaes quote. I know you saw that. PSG proves not all stars make good teams. Yeah, but we know that from school days. Anyone that's played, again, I don't know what you would call physical education. Is that pause? Maybe. You lot are childish. But I don't know what you call PE or physical education in other schools, innit? But literally PE, playing football, all of that stuff. Anyone that's played football, cut the track. PSG could be in here. Ousmane Dembele, they started very strong. Ousmane Dembele, Vitaya into the hands of Emi Martinez people. But anyone that's played football in like school and whatnot, the best team don't always win. How many times have you played or been a part of when you pick all your friends, all the good footballers in your team, in your year, all the ballers are in one team? They don't necessarily always win. Year 7, I got to the final of Interform. It was an Henry thing. I'm not even gassing myself. It was a legit Henry thing. I asked anyone. I was only because in Interform you had to have 2 teams. So we had 2 guys that were good ballers. One went on the B team, not me. I went on the A team. I don't want to say certain names because it's actually one of my best friends. But it went. Remember the form tutor, and I weren't the best in my year. But remember the form tutor put it down to a vote for the class. Voted my team. I was the captain. It was lit. I got to the final. And my other friend who used to play for Spurs, it was just like Arsenal, Henry, in the final. We got to the in the Champions League. We got to the final. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna win it, but unfortunately, it's year. Oh yeah, I forgot a crucial bit of information. If you don't understand what Interform is, it's like 2 sides of a year against each other. So you have my side for this and the other side. I did the Henry 06 getting us to Paris thing. I didn't choke in the final. Pause. And then you had the other side of the year. My other friend was on the other side of the year. Unfortunately, people, he played for Spurs. It doesn't matter. He played for Tottenham at the time. And, I'm not being funny, but he was a bit physically developed. Like, it's mad because he's shorter than me now. And I'm only 5'8". But you know what I mean? Like, year 7, you look like a grown uncle still. You were strong. Pause on all of this. You was the first time I smelled grown man BO running past me. That you was. And not only that, everyone else is in the team. Like they just had everyone that was sick at any sort of physical activity was in that team. It was Septifar. Big up yourself, Red, man. I hope you're doing well and safe. Matt, shout out yourself. And you should still be buzzing from last night. It's going down in Arsenal folklore. Lewis Kelly's made himself a culture legend already, man. Saka as well. Ousmane Dembele down this right-hand side. I mean, if you're Villa and Emery, you knew coming here, you're going to have to put a shift in defensively. I don't know Jacob Ramsey like that. I know he's a good player in that. Or maybe he's in the team for the defensive shift. Sourced by PMP. Bro, it's not even that. I'll be honest with you. That form was A. They had Last, who used to play for Spurs. They had the second best guy in my year, Jamie Geezer. Like, Declan Rice and Jack Wilshere combined. Like, Geezer. Sick up ball. Carriage Cliff, that's a penalty. You're too honest. You are too Ousmane Dembele. Martinez has made a mad save. You're way too honest. You better pray that's offside. And it's the devil's advocate because reality is Carrick Skin has done the right thing. He stayed on his feet. It is a foul, I feel. He stayed on his feet and tried to score. But in this day and age where you got to do dirt, you got to get your hands dirty to live clean. You should have dived. You should have. He stuck a leg out. Who is that? Camera. You should have left your leg trailing. End of the day, there's a semi-final at stake. Goal kick to Paris Saint-Germain. But yeah, they had everyone. And then they had everyone. Like everyone. Anyone like dons that did high jump, 100 meters, play for Spurs, any sort of mad stuff like that, you was in that class. The only, like, it's a bit weird, but in like year 10, year 11, for some, like, you see how you have years, like you're in a form with your years in all years. They did something where everyone was in the same year, whether you're year 11 or year 7. And it's up, and then obviously interform gets a bit messed from that. So you just take everyone's year from every bit. And I was part of a part in Winchmore called Turner. And that had all these guys in it. I got to live a movie. How far-fetched is it, people, to think Aston Villa might score, even though there's been next to nothing in this opening 8 minutes? Now, again, if you're Luis Enrique and just all teams, and in life, you're meant to learn from experience, right? You're meant to learn from experience. I wonder, beyond all the tactics and how you're going to set up against Aston Villa, and, you know, from a personal point of view, why you might want to win the Champions League, learned experiences. They did very well against, well, let's be honest, in this very place, last round of Champions League, PSG were doing all of it. Liverpool got one chance, scored, and it was a masterclass and all that stuff. So I wonder how much they've re-spoken about that. It's literally all PSG in this opening exchanges. Fabio Ruiz, Osman Dembele, Neves. I'm not going to lie, though, man. I'm on playing PSG. I think we can win still. Hakimi, you seem like you lot are a bit moist like us. I can't lie. You don't know which team's going to turn up. You might surprise you. Vitaya, Carrot Skeeler on this left-hand side. He's a baller. We should have bought him in Jan. Carrot Skeeler still got it. Squares it. Full into Dembele. Is that... I don't know what the camera's saying. It's still here with Carrot Skeeler. PSG got wavy dons. Better, man. I saw you on the pitch, so I know you care. I know we've got good players at Arsenal, but Carrot Skeeler, Dembele, just do a Nuno Mendes, Vitaya, just in terms of how they play football, can we get some of those on top of the good players we have? Bro, we had Cameron Carter-Vickers at our school, joined in year 9 and was built like an effing doorman. See, it's the cheat codes. He got shagged by injuries at Spurs, to be fair. It's the cheat code. You're too lit, like it's done. And I'm not even dissing my form. Everyone was dead apart from me. Everyone was dead. No one played for the school. I never had one guy that used to, well, to be fair, the other guy that was on the other side had to play for the B team, but I had no one. People could play football, but the game plan was I'll attack, I'll defend, and we'll cheat our way to the final. Dark arts for sure, Matt. In life, you have to get your hands dirty to live clean. And I'll be honest, Arsenal, I know we're the gentleman club and we got to touch a class and all that, but at what point do we just say, F it, we've tried it our way, let's just do it your way better than you lot? Sometimes you have to get your clean hands dirty, man. Pancho. Oh, that's a lovely flick from Fabio Ruiz and great control by Carrot Skeeler. I can't lie, a player with less technical, and he's won a very good free kick. A player with less technical ability would probably have lost the ball there, and Villa might have been on the counter. But again, in football, it's about trusting your teammates and knowing your teammates. Thomas Tuchel, why are you? Okay, I allow you. Aston Villa, you might be watching Morgan Rogers, and this is, you know, you used to manage PSG, but you are the manager of this nation. And you know what I mean? If Brazil don't win in 2026, you know what I mean? I'm trying to see Saka as a World Cup winner. It's all been PSG, Doué, maybe Neymar. It's here with Hakimi on this right-hand side. Not too many bodies to aim for in the box for us, for PSG. Apologies. And the ball actually trickled into a good area. Just needed that one hidden gem of a goalie and you had a chance. Yeah, Charles. I put 50 on the draw. You think I'm cashing out? You think I'm cashing out today? Nah, gee, I think someone's winning tonight, you know. I hope I'm wrong, because I've got no skin in the game. And I want you to win, even though it's haram. These are the games I'm going to watch Morgan Rogers closely. I know he's a baller, but these are the games, man, that you got to do a madness. Apparently, DG, there wasn't anyone available in Jan. You can't say we shouldn't have got my man. Trust. You have a better chance of winning the lotto than England lifting the World Cup. No, mate, it's coming on. We've got to 2 Euros finals. I see no reason. We've got Trent, we've got Saka, we've got Cole Palmer, we've got Phil Foden for when, you know, when you've qualified from the group stages and them lot playing them games there. We've got talent. On a serious note, the only thing that pees me off about England is I'm not convinced with the defensive options. And I don't know when the next, well, I know when the international break is, but I'm going to need to watch these international games very closely. I think one thing Thomas Tuchel's not got to play around with, for better or worse, you in your mind, you need to have the best. I mean, we still don't know if he's long term going to play a back three or back four, but let's just keep it simpler. If you're going to play a back four, I'll allow you with the fullbacks to a degree. Telemans to the back post. Donnarumma. I mean, Villa have a chance, man. Donnarumma's made a mess of that, and he's in no man's land. Fortunately for him, his teammates have dealt with it. With Donnarumma, anything's possible. He's a dodgy keeper. He'll save a pen and be the man of the match in that regards, but not do the basics and not be a shot stopper. Really and truly, it's not making sense. He's done the right thing, but he's made a meal of it. But anyways, one thing I don't think Thomas Tuchel can gamble with is his centre half pairing. Whatever you think is the best two centre halves for your system, if you are going to play a back four or back three or whatever, but back four as an example, you need to bet on them. Of course, to a degree, the right back and the left back, and then it becomes a question of depth. I'm not convinced because and maybe I'm an ignorant England fan, innit? But I think you've got, unless something dramatic happens, Harry Maguire, whatever you're doing in defense, Harry Maguire has to be there. Whatever you think you're doing, Harry Maguire has to be there. To be fair, he doesn't really let the country down, and he is one of the better centre halves and experienced, and you need that. Italy have shown that. Well, not Italy, of course, but you've seen them. They don't. I'm sure Italian fans throughout the years they moan about the squad, but they find a way. And then I'd probably say Stones, but he's got an issue in itself. It's still 0-0, 14 minutes into this, people. I do like the tempo. It's all been PSG so far. PSG start too fast. This intensity won't last. I hear it. And you know what? Big up Kenny Ken, because he and DJB and Aaron, they were all making some of the, I can't remember who, but someone was making a point of, on the topic of, would you rather PSG Villa? I'd rather Aston Villa, because I'm kind of the school of thought of better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Like, there's probably tapes of oh, cut the track, Hakimi. Emi Martinez has done well. Is that a corner? It is to PSG. But we know how Villa are going to do things. There's probably tapes of how of Emery's coaching session still probably at London Coley. We do know PSG because the contexts are different, but we have played them before. But we just know what to expect. But then at the same time, with what you're saying and the intensity and what we know of PSG, and I think the Europeans, I don't go as far as some Arsenal fans about it. We play better in Europe and it suits us more in Europe and stuff. But I just feel in Europe, it's more of a smart approach. For want of a better term, it's more of a smart approach to how you're playing football. Yeah, you need intensity and mentality and all of that, but when you're playing the England teams, yeah, it's the same logic, but it's mainly because of the game in the league. It's just about who wants it more 9 times out of 10. Harry Maguire gets too hated. He's not Sergio Ramos level, but he's an okay centre-back. But Pickford and Maguire, if I was Tuchel, regardless of what's going on and people playing well and I need to pick 20-odd players, obviously, Pickford, there's no one else going to be your number one. But Pickford and Maguire, they're two of the first names I would, if I'm Thomas Tuchel, I'd write down. When you're sitting there with your coaching staff and you're planning who's going to be in the squad and the numbers, it's that. I don't think you can play around defensively. Obviously, as a selfish Arsenal fan and from an Arsenal fan point of view, I want to see Benjamin White there. Declan Rice will be there in midfield, of course, but that is something to bear in mind if worse comes to worse. I'm not really convinced with fullbacks. Love Lewis Hall at Newcastle. Defo love Lewis Skelly. But yeah, Carrot Skeeler. You know what? As a fullback, it's long. You're playing Carrot Skeeler. He's a baller. He always wants the ball. As a fullback, it's long. He could take you down the wings, take you inside wide, can play 1-2s, take it off. You get too tight, you're gonna foul him. You sit off. He's gonna like it's long. And now Cash is on a yellow card. I'll be honest. In games like this, you have to be humble as a man and say, "I'm not Superman." Pray that your winger's on defending. You need to continuously talk to your winger, talk to your centre mid, talk to your centre half and say, yo, I need help. If I get tight, I'm not going to foul him, but just I need to know you're going to be there. I was about to say the maddest thing there. Lewis Skelly has to take Shaw's spot. Now, I like Lewis Hall. I like Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly with what he's doing, showing he could do a thing. Lewis Hall as well. But I feel it could be stronger there because it's nothing to do with them, but to a degree, just winning a World Cup, it is just about mentality and experienced players to a degree. But they would be there. I think you need one Oldham one. I'll be honest, it probably does open up one of Luke's, probably Chilwell. Probably Chilwell. Right back, fairly strong to be fair. There is an option of circle. No, it's Ian Wright. I saw how the net did you. Maguire suited that Southgate system with that extra security in front. Way too hated though, for real. Was, man. Like, of course, Harry Maguire is not the best thing since sliced bread. That is definitely not the centre half he'll die on, but can do a job. It's a short, smart taken free kick from PSG. It's a shot from Hakimi, probably inspired by the heroics of last night's Champions League game between Arsenal and Real Madrid. To be fair, the opportunity was there. Slightly lost his footing. And what could have been a screamer by the Paris Saint-Germain captain lost his footing ultimately. DG, thoughts on Felix and Sancho? Time to change their games. I'll be real, big them up, but I've been in Arsenal mode and Arsenal world. I completely forgot about Felix, let alone Sancho. Oh boy, are you really gonna? Oh, Doué, see the skill Doué tried, and he's wearing the number 14. Come and work in London at Arsenal, man. Doué could get long from Doué. Yeah, Luca Dean, I believe, but I've heard it's pronounced quite weird in another language. But anyways, what did you say? How old are they? They're not going to change their game dramatically, are they? Like, probably. Actually, I think they just need to find a club that actually will play them and value them. Not saying their current or temporary employers don't, but you need to probably go back to being a big fish in a small pond type of thing. And for Felix, I mean, you never want to see someone down on their luck. Well, you never want to see someone down on their luck, but have you made so many bad moves, man? But Chelsea times 2 has been robbed. AC Milan has been robbed. I'm sure you learned a lot at Atletico, and I don't know if you was there when they won stuff and big move, all that. And you can caveat by saying an attacking player learning how to defend in a Simeone system and work hard and be in spots. With what the game's become now and high system base and high intensity, the skills you should have learned combined with what you are as a footballer, which is a creative don, you should be one of the best footballers in the world right now, slightly, or you shouldn't be in this situation. But then you could, so yeah, you can caveat that by saying that, but then you could look at it and say, why did you go there? A creative player playing in a defensive centric system, it's not going to happen, is it? Series of bad moves. I don't know why Chelsea bought him. Chelsea doing the football manager thing. Unfortunately, there's no editor. Well, there is when you're selling clubs. You're selling your women's team to yourself and hotels to yourself. I respect it. This is my games, but yeah. Free kick again to Paris Saint-Germain. Do you think Tuchel and his patience is wearing thin with Foden? I wouldn't say not, because realistically, yeah, there's bare questions on Foden, and we've seen about 3 tournaments they've gassed him and he stunk the place up. But if I'm Tuchel, really, you're calling up. There's no way that you're not calling up Phil Foden. Like, you're gonna, like, you never know. I think with Foden, it's a mentality thing, and what I mean by that is I don't think he's got a bad attitude and he's a prima donna and all of that. I just feel you've got all the tech in the world. You're at that point now, like, bro, are you on this? Like we saw last night, like what we know historically of Real Madrid, because not always the sick guys, like it's guys like Vasquez. Like, are you on this? I don't think Foden's got that, or the penny hasn't dropped. Like, Rooney had mad tech. Rooney was cold, but what did Rooney have? If Rooney was the same player, but without that mentality, he would not be. Let's just say he had Phil Foden. What I'm saying from with Phil Foden in the Wayne Rooney body, you're not going to see the Wayne Rooney. Shitter players are on it. You've got to be on it. Steven Gerrard was Steven Gerrard, but he was down for the cause. And I don't know. And again, people are human, and I'm not trying to be outdated, but I do think footballers are more soft these days. It's very hard for me to look at football in my 29 years when I've seen, you know, God, it's sad, but I can't remember the Champions League game, ironically, where Frank Lampard's mum died, and the way Chelsea fans and Chelsea players got behind him and did a madness. And I don't want to praise Chelsea, but winning the league, winning the Champions League, this very competition at Bayern Munich, what the Invincibles stood for, what the adversity they had to thingy, and many other examples. It's very hard for me to look at football at this moment in time. You think we awoke the beast last night, DG? I'm thinking them Bernabeu, man, are practicing all the judge for us next week. I hope the pennies dropped for us. And naturally they are, because if, you know, all that, we are Real Madrid, they're going to have to prove it. They are. We're going into the Lions then, and then some next week. I'm just saying, don't let them do the fairy tale thing. Vitaya, why did you take a touch? It's a good effort, but it's gone over the bar. Why did you... Listen, who am I to ask a question for Vitaya? But you've seen my first time banger. Vitaya is a professional footballer. He's got the tech. He could have used the pace on the ball. I reckon he's on the edge of the area and it's gone over the bar, but I reckon you didn't need a touch there. I reckon you could have used the pace on the ball to, whether you scored or not is another thing, but I reckon you could have used the pace on the ball to have an effort there. I don't think you needed that touch. I think you thought about it too much. Ancelotti has something for us. Bro, we're going into, it's not a tactics thing. Yesterday weren't tactics. Because we can talk about from a tactical point of view for both teams. I feel there's bare things. And I think because of how both teams set up and how they've come into the game and what we know of what we've seen from Carlo this year and what we know of Arteta this year, from a tactical point of view, there's plenty of talking points. And it made sense for both teams to kind of win. But it was a mentality thing. I have no God-given right to talk on Real Madrid, you know. But Real Madrid look shook. I don't know. I'm not even saying because you're scared of Arsenal and the atmosphere because you lot have been there, done it, and wore the t-shirt, but you lot look shook. From how the game was being played, you lot look shook. Once I got past, it's Real Madrid and the Judge and the aura and how good their players are, they look shook. From an Arsenal perspective, which I liked, several players, because I don't think Kivior is the guy. But I think too many people are focusing on Kivior. Don't get twisted. There was a couple of nervy moments and, oh my God, right, Kivior, it's not gassing us. But he stood up too. But it wasn't just him. Saka had a very good game. He's getting a lot of ratings abroad. He cooked Alaba and all of that. But there was a stray pass from him. There were several stray passes from several players early, but they reacted. And football's human. Football is a human. That's going to happen. Essential's on the bench for Aston Villa. That red card spoke a lot, man. They were pressed, bro. Camavinga rattled himself. And I think it's a thing with Real Madrid, take nothing away from Arsenal. Like, it's just mad right now for them. Like, they're struggling. There's bare question marks. It's another game, and they've probably in hindsight played. We've probably been the worst opponents for them to play because we're trying to prove ourselves. We've got our own little fairy tale we're trying to live, and all the question marks playing at our place. You know, when have you seen the Emirates like that? I think the Emirates has been electric at times. I was at the Fulham game. I think from what it looked on TV, PSG, City as well. And there's bare other times, like, that's something Arteta's made a thing about that. But when have you seen the Emirates look like that? That's the first time being on TalkSport. I'd love to have been at the game. I don't know what McGinn was trying to do there, trying to live a movie. I would have loved to have been there, but watching the game at TalkSport, like, just seeing it on TV, that's the first time I've had to keep first time ever in the Emirates, I'll be honest, because Highbury wasn't amazing, dramatically better than this, but Highbury weren't amazing. That is the first time I've watched Arsenal play in a Champions League game, and I've had to remind myself of playing at the Emirates. It looked like, you know, when you watch that, it's going to sound mad, but Barcelona versus some team in Eastern Europe, and it's just looking mad, or even Italy and probably every other country apart from here, really. The atmosphere was great. They fed off the energy, but at the end of the day, the manager can speak confidence and talk and do all of that, and fans can make it a great atmosphere. Kimi down the right hand side, they can do all of that. But at the end of the day, players got to play. You know, it's just you and God out there individually. It's just you lot out there. Oh, Martinez punches, and I liked what we did yesterday. The problem is that's got to become a minimum in terms of that. It's a difficult game. We're gonna be on this. It's this when you remove emotions, it's the same old. Yes, we scored goals, 3 of them, and it was great. But if you isolate the emotions, it took 2 correct that changed the trajectory of the game. Quick fire, screamers, kind of what we're waffling about already, all of that kind of stuff. It made football the game we love. But if you remove emotion, Martinez, it took 2 screamers from Declan Rice. I'm lying a bit, but when you remove emotion, I prefer Marino's goal because that was one of the goals we probably should have scored in the first half. Saka should have had 2 assists. The things we could have done better, those nervy moments, which again, we're still learning to swim in the Champions League with this group of players. We're still learning to swim. Got the mistakes out early. I think you learned your lessons from Bayern Munich. We obviously scored the goals. We managed the game well. You listened to the gaffer, whatever he asked of you technically. Did what we needed to do. I'm not going to lie. We're shameless. We can clip up this live stream and repurpose that still. That was a good little talking point. AFC. And at the start. Last thoughts. Madrid. And we can add a little bit to the end. Add additional talking points. Repurpose that. Get the vids out. Work rate. Smash the like button, man. Smash the like button, people. Rooney was one of those players who took it personally. He wasn't playing to make friends. Exactly. And it's not even that. Bro, you can just look at Rooney and you can tell, yeah, you've been a baller, but you've been on the council estate. You're like 10 years of age. You're playing in the cage with the 18-year-olds. They said you was a baller. You're getting fouled by the older kids. You have to get up. You have to call your own free kicks. I get that vibe from Lewis Kelly. And I feel in today's day and age, bearing in mind, bro, I'm not even dissing Joe Willock or anything, but when we're talking about mentality, that's where it's learned, bro. Like we've all played football, and some of these footballers that are quality, all especially them South America ones, you think they haven't come from ignorant environments where people's mums are telling you in Sunday League you play people who know nothing about football are telling you play shit. You're waking people up early. They've got that. Not to diss Joe Willock, but we live in a day and age now where people are not playing in the cages no more. People are not playing Sunday League. Guys are playing football, doing dribbling through cones and getting scouted at 6 years of age and signing for an academy. You're never playing in the cages or where the signs say don't play football. You're not playing on Bobby Lee pitches where and all of that stuff, and where you're having to know you need to dribble past here and whatnot. You're not playing 60 seconds. That's why these footballers, a lot of them are very robotic. They're very good. They're very technically proficient. Whatever the UEFA B coach is telling them to do, yeah, Michael, get the ball and turn, open your body up, split the pass over 30 yards. They can do all of that. Phil Foden can do all of that, but the heart is not there. Unfortunately, you need that. It's not there. The ingredients are not there. Yeah, you're physically proficient. Apparently, Barcelona have taken the lead. Rafinha has scored in the 25th minute. 2026, we're winning the World Cup. We is a broad statement. Hakimi, Fabio Ruiz. Oh, look at me, I'm left-footed. Secretly, I'm jealous. Hakimi, Dembele. It's all been PSG, but we saw this against Liverpool. One touch too many from Fabian. Sorry, not Fabian Ruiz, from João Neves. Morgan Rogers. We're finally seeing something from a Villa perspective. Marcus Rashford, who knows this ground very well down this left-hand side. Marcus Rashford should have dived. Allegedly. I thought he was going to shoot. I'm not going to lie. If I was Rashford, I'd live a movie. You're probably the guy likely to score. Down in your lock at Manchester United, loaned out, playing in the champs. And that would be lovely. Because all my Man United fans, supporting friends, I'm going to message them like, oh, was Man United the problem? The minute Rashford does anything of note in this game. Make sure you're following Talawar TV. Very iconic. I can't lie. Watch your content all the time. Where were you last night? I needed your live stream. Oh, you're making me feel bad because I said this yesterday. I felt bad. I mean, I had to go to TalkSport, mate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get it called up too often. So I had to go. I want to plug calls and send the work there for the low. I'm going. But I missed it. I missed it. It would have been nice to live and breathe those experiences with you. To be fair, though, I did do like a 3-hour stream after late night, like we did. And I'm not gonna lie, if I look at smash the like button, if I look at the body clock of work, we're trying. One day this has to pay off, man. It feels like I gained probably over 24 hours, like 100 odd subscribers. I don't know what that's for, but yeah, man, all of that. But mathematically, in the last day, for the 9th of April, we had didn't feel like that. 3 hours and 46 minutes and 41 second live stream. That was the match reaction. We was waffling for time. Before that, we was here for an hour and 11 minutes. After the reaction stream, so like the one in the morning, it's 1 hour and 46 minutes. Then I had Zara, that was an hour and 3 minutes. Then I big up DJ, B, Aaron, and Kenny Ken. We was here for an hour and 55 minutes. And we're here. And what's the clock now? 38 minutes. Time's going slow today, isn't it? Nearly 300 man in there at one point last night. Nobody was going to bed. No one was going to bed. Hey, big up John. He was gifting subs. He was burst, just emptying his wallet. Wife going to be upsetting that. Shout out, John. Michael, shout out yourself. Have to, man. It's Saka left back mode. That's where my life is right now. Saka left back. Saka left back. Humble. Saka left back. SJ Award nominee. That was like being Saka in the when we won the league. I mean, when we won definitely not when we won the league. When we won the FA Cup, and he was on the bench. COVID year. It's that. We're working soon. Number 7, captain. Soon. Man like top blue. Got turf by Tings in the gym. Shout out him. PSG are a strike away from winning it all. they're finally trying it the other way. The Harlem got Globetrotters thing did not work. It did not work. It was horrible. They still got stars, but you actually need to have a team. It's unfortunate, but it's right. Like, you actually need to have a team. They tried the other way. It didn't work. Come on, man. You have to try something new. If you have Lionel Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, and you don't win the Champions League, something went wrong. I'm not going to say anything about PSG. I got no problem with them. I don't even know where my PSG shirt is, or I might have put it on, but that's tired. What is YouTube saying? That's dead. That's actually serious crimes that people have to answer for. Do you know how much money that must have been a week? Once again, Neymar, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe. The other player, there should be 3 players that quote unquote work hard, and the rest of the other squad should have been lit. That's an L. So they have to try something new. For all those that don't know, DG's turning 40 years old next week. Happy birthday, Unc. It's actually the 13th, which is on a Sunday, and 30. So what? You would love to be me at 30. I've never said what you want about me. I don't get turfed by things like you. Shout yourself, though, man. Appreciate the bants, man. You've been here for a minute. DG going to be at 80k subs by the end of the year. Mark my words. We try, man. We hope, man. Give it a good shot. DG, you're the type of fullback I'd love to playing against. That's not a disrespectful thing. You only get better playing against tough opponents. You're gassing me. If I see step overs, there is going to be blood in your sock, though, mate. Oh, Villa could be in here. Villa, hey, Villa, football's a weird game. Villa, are you onside? Morgan Rogers. I don't know why I'm celebrating. I've got nothing to do with Aston Villa. I'd actually prefer PSG to win because I think we got more of a chance. But I like him. I spoke about you at West Ham. He done 2 cold celebrations. And we said that. Someone go back. It's not that I knew. Football's typical like that. We've seen nothing from from Aston Villa in an attacking sense. Apologies. It's all been PSG. 1 chance, 1 goal, safe. It's far from over. Osman Dembele dilly-dallying on the ball. Dilly-dallying. You have to score today. John McGinn does very well. So well-worked move from Aston Villa. Jacob Ramsey has squared it. And it's Love Island Youth to Love Island Youth. Sorry, Luno Mendes lost the ball. Fullback Union. It's Love Island Youth to Love Island Youth as Morgan Rogers tapped home. You can be shameless and say Marcus Rashford on the pre-assist. I'm moving mad. It's actually Telemans who we should have wanted. Telemans has squared it. Apologies to Morgan Rogers. Too many Love Island Youths on the pitch. A good finish from Rogers. Movie. Real hustlers don't stop. They keep going. I can't believe it. Emery coming back to haunt his old club. Nuno Mendes, we're going to have to see what you're on. Are you going to crumble? You're a very good fullback. Probably one of the best left backs in world football. Are you going to crumble or are you going to be with it? It's happened now. 1-0 Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers, 10 minutes before half-time in the 35th minute. We need a birthday stream for sure, man. In an ideal world, we're going out on Saturday. So Sunday is my actual birthday. Saturday, naturally. So at some point, trying to do the most. It was obviously going to happen, and it is 1-0 to Aston Villa, my friend. Have to, man. Last night's live stream was there. It was. I don't know why. I don't know how we got there that long. I really don't. So imagine if we won the champs. I'm not gonna lie here. This is a safe space, and it's in DG exclusive. I thought we was winning the league last season slightly still. Very slightly. In the last few games, last 3 games, 4 games, I was believing it. Before it turned collapse, and before it got to the point where we had to hope City messed up on the last day of the season. Whenever the first shouts of that happened, maybe like the first 5 games, I thought, yeah, I wasn't saying it, but I was, yeah. So imagine we actually get over the line. Imagine. Sorry, people, I just need to see Carrot Kilo up closely. Paul, these are very good football. We should have got Telemans on the 3. I can't say you wouldn't play intensive football. Morgan, Mendes, wake up, fella. Morgan Rogers started boying. You got to kick him. Next 50-50, you got to kick him. Oh, it's not looking good, mate. You've made a mistake. The goal scorer fancies it against you, nah? You weren't saying it, DG doesn't count. Saying what? Why you on me, man? Let's get DG 70k first before getting to a 80k. I can't lie. If I got to 80, if I got to 100, that's when I actually believe, like, bro, we haven't got something like, all right. The plaque and that. I know you shouldn't look at that, but I'll be like, bro, like, we've actually, yeah, man. It's just not measured, efficient pressing. I told man that fast pressing crap, it's mistake ridden. I'm believing you lot. You lot that when I was saying, whoever was saying bring on Real Madrid, when I was saying I'd rather Atletico, I'm believing you lot for the Champions League. I'm getting behind Arsenal with the Champions League thing. We're doing Top Gooner for the Champions League. It's all calm. We're doing that. Whatever you lot say, cool. I'm not, you lot are the masters of this. I'm with you lot. Damn, I want PSG to win. I can't handle Arteta versus Emery semi-final. I just popped in. I heard man wasn't saying it, but he believed it. I see it now. Of course it counts. I won't lie, my thing just read between the lines, man. You can see I'm on the Top Gooner thing on the slide. But then my logic takes over. I'll be real, man. I'm a Top Gooner, but like Arsenal, you scarred me, bro. I'm one of Martinez is smoking crack. He got away with that. Smash the like button. That rhymed. Come on, that's poetry in motion. Do we? Wow. Arsenal get the winners of this game next round. We're gonna get Villa if we get through, ain't we? 100%. And we were saying that. Well, I was pessimistic doing as well. Even if we get past Real Madrid, we can get Villa and get knocked out. I hope to be wrong. Due, baby Neymar goes for the shot. Oi, baby Neymar. That's what I was talking about. Him from what day? Baby, oi. Martinez, bro, Due. It's not quite Declan Rice. Due, oh my, bro. So only he's got his third goal in 12 games, but this is just showing stats don't matter. Nuno Mendes is probably the happiest man on the planet. They've invited Due. Due's just seen it and done it. It's on the edge of the area, just cut in, hit it, bang, caressed it in. I think it's even kissed the crossbar. It's a madness. He's falling over as well, which has probably helped. Bro. Someone that never lets you lot forget the scream, huh? I know how that feels. They're back. They're back. Game on, mate. And this is why I say this all the time. I am not jealous of football managers because think about if you're Emery, you've seen your team absorb pressure, you're taking the lead, or you can probably sit down. It's now 1-1. Crazy. That was a banger. Take a bow, son. They need ballers need get Andy Gray, man. Thank God should have worn the PSG shirt tonight, DG. DG, are you going to watch Brentford Arsenal live? Yes, I am. Can't you not see it on my? It should be up already. I did a thumbnail. I think we kick off at 5:30, so I'll be live at 4:30. It's all set up. So turn on your notification bells. Hakimi, Due's the truth, bro. The truth. Are we ever gonna have words about Hakimi? Due, the goal scorer, attempts to switch play here. Carrot Skeeler cuts in on his right foot. You might as well live a movie. He tried to. Silly, giving it away cheaply. Morgan Rogers. What's he going to do here? I don't know what that was. He tries to find Rashford. Rashford, you being quiet, you know. You sponsored the drilling. Okay. Rashford's got the ball. Show us something. Come on. Are you going to feed your team like you feed the youths them? Marcus Rashford. Rashford does Rashford stuff. Little Backcliff. I just know the football gods are on some nonsense with us. It's our time, man. It's our time. It's our time. Nah, gee. It's our time. I don't know who we are. I don't know whose our time is, but we read between the lines. It's our time. What's there to talk about Hakimi? He's goated. He beat divorce payments. PSG are going to win both legs. I can't believe anything else. I hear it. You don't need to start giving us content creators a bit of slack because some of you are shameless, you know. Do you know how many comments I've seen? Oh, dude, you didn't believe. And you know the good thing about YouTube? I can click on your account and it shows every comment you've made. Like, Bam. Nah, I went in the press box. I would have loved to. I would have loved to have been in the press box for Arsenal, Real Madrid. Oh, the food must have been immaculate. Because Fulham felt like Real Madrid, Arsenal before it happened. So, big year, man. Being in the press box, wavy. I'm not gonna lie, man. You get this little old token, you give it to the staff. You can pick your food and that. It's crazy. There's little pods, Wi-Fi, programs. Coming at halftime, you want refreshments? It's wavy. Carrot Skeeler tries to go for a shot. Camera angle's done us dirty. It's ricocheted somehow back to him. And he's in the corner for his team. DJ, I was telling you about this Mbappé guy missing 1v1s. I don't know who Mbappé is. Doué goes for the shot. Oh, I don't know if Emery Martinez knew much about it, but he saved it. All right, PSG, you need to take the lead. Aston Villa need halftime. Did not clear that ball. Apologies well enough. How Arsenal didn't go for Carrots, go for 60 mil is crazy. I'm not going to lie. If you're trying to get Kvaratskhelia when PSG have started those initial talks, it's over with. He's one of those guys. If he is, you should. Well, it's easy for me to say, but you should have got him before he got out Napoli, really, or whatever their scouts did. Sign that guy in it. They found a baller in Georgia, and that's mad. Respectfully to them. But anyways, once it became evidently clear that Napoli are selling him, or there's something, you need to move for him, because the minute PSG get involved, they are going to offer treble what you're going to offer. He's clearly a baller, but he's one of them humble guys. They can sell him that carrot of we're building a team that can be part of the Champions League. At this moment, he doesn't know any better. I know he's a Real Madrid fan, but he ain't played for them clubs. It's too late. Now, I'm probably more scared of Villa at the moment than PSG as a Gooner. Charles, what settings? Ironically, that's probably the only journalist I didn't see. Saw Adrian Clark big him up. I was like, oh my God, like, big up Tom Cantor. Saw Tom as well. I was like, bro, like, I'd like to be here all the time, mate. You know what I mean? But anyways, Dembele needs to show something. A half hit Bukayo Saka did. Vitayo, what can he make happen? Dembele, Fabian Ruiz, Vitayo. This is a good game. I can't lie. Telemans got ripped. They overplayed probably. PSG worked on counts the year before. Napoli said no, he was locked in. Yeah, you need to be involved before that becomes a thing. Realistically, you need to get involved before that becomes a thing. Sorry, people, man. Sweet was staring at me. Hungry, man. Fabian Ruiz. Can Hakimi keep it in? Take a touch. Square it. Dembele, snake it. Do it by yourself. Dembele's giving the ball away. Crazy. Once PSG buy a striker and 2 elite centre-backs and a new keeper, they could win champs easy. PSG will win the champs in the next 3 to 5 years. Boy, very good team. I wonder what the departure of Luis Campos means, because they finally got their talent ID spot on. Villa on knockout settings versus Villa in the Prem is a different fight. Them, I know we can kill them on pens, so we'd have to come out of their shell eventually. But if we just look at the carrot of Europe, Emery's European pedigree is more than Arteta's. And I'm not even saying that to diss him or praise Emery, but he's been in those situations. Cool, you beat Real Madrid. What do you do with it? He's won stuff. So in terms of those high pressure moments, will Emery keep his bottle more? Don't want to play Villa in the champs. What's wrong with these RGs? They only play. Oh, hey, you're moving mad. I just clocked you. Say, hey, chill. What is this? StreamYard are promoting stuff. That's crazy. Bacola went from top pick to holding bench. Come to Arsenal. You and Nico Williams could share the wing and get rid of Trossard and Gabby. Yeah, but what is Bacola's wages now? Because he must be on like 1 something minimum, maybe more. Matty Cash. Yuri Telemans, he's a baller. Boy, Aston Villa appealing a free kick. It's not happening though. They've eventually got it. To be honest, I reckon Big D Rice is better than Bellingham, just my opinion. I'll go for Bellingham because I think bit more about him, but Declan Rice plays for Arsenal and he definitely showed up. It's the end of the first half, people. What have you made of that so far? Emery is like Rafa Benitez. He's very good at setting up for one-off games. He'll have a tactical uniquely ready for Arteta. Gyökeres, Zubamendi, and Kudus coming through. Well, should I get my phone? Don't see anything about medicals. Can't say anything, but it'd be lovely to get them. Kudus, you know, your chest is high. We ain't getting no Kudus. Emery would be the happier coach. Yep. I believe the Nico and Zubi links to Arsenal are just a thing to generate clicks. I think there's a degree of interest, but at the end of the day, I think it's time for Arsenal is dead. If you have not joined our club, it's dead. Kudus is so overrated. He would stink against low blocks. If he wasn't going to cost like 100 odd million quid, come on, man, that for the squad would be good. Should have ended that sentence with "that's the dream." True. Big up Campos, top guy when it comes to football talent and building squads. If it wasn't for Berta, I'd have taken him at Arsenal. Show us something better, man. Nobody was available, apparently. What else we got? Just imagine Broski getting subbed on and then out of nowhere, boom, goal. We need to win the champs, man, because, bro, imagine we win the Champions League, people, man. Like, imagine winning the champs. Saka's been injured, he's come back. Wanyeri and Lewis Skelly announcing themselves, bare injuries, new sporting director. And Arsenal are better people than me because you see me, if I owned Arsenal, you definitely would have seen more documentaries. Regardless how it ends. Think about this is, I'm not saying the movie in a good or bad way, but Arsenal has been a bit of a movie. Like, if you told me in August we'll be 2 goals up against Aston Villa and then bottle it'll be 2-2, but in fact, forget that. If you told me we're going to beat Man City 5-1 and Real Madrid 3-0, I'd have said you're chatting shit. I definitely would have believed beating City, but not 5-1. If you told me 3-0 against Real Madrid and Declan Rice going to score 2 free kicks and Marino's going to be playing up front and you're going to be praising Kivior, and as much as you rate Lewis Skelly's going to be one of the key players. Timber's going to play player football. You're going to see mad injuries to your play. You're not going to do what you need to do in January. In the summer. There's going to be bare injuries. You're not going to do anything in January. If you told me all of this on July the 1st, I would have said you're smoking crack. I would have said you're moving. I can't lie. If you told me Odegaard would have stunk up the gaff, I would have lied. I thought you're lying as well. And if you told me Raheem Sterling would be in the squad. Football doesn't make sense, but that's why we love it. Like, football doesn't make 0% sense. But that's why we love it, people. Smash the like button if you haven't. And what have you made of the first half? Big up Joseph. Big up yourself. DGC, Josh Kroenke's fired Denver Nuggets coach before the playoffs. Big up Andy Bassett. He said that at TalkSport, but you know when you're not confident in that moment, I thought, yeah, I swear that's Kroenke's done. No, let me stick to the football. Bearman underrate Arteta as a manager as well. Can be frustrating, but definitely has quality. And this is the thing, and that's why I find it exhausting, because for me as a content creator, I can only speak for myself. I think Arteta is a good manager. I think I said it to Arteta. Forget just it sounds hypocritical, but everything you've seen from Mikel Arteta as Arsenal manager, but forgetting the fact that he's an Arsenal manager and that in-out crap. He's a good manager. He's a mad bastard. He's clearly, the way players that have played against Arsenal managers speak, like, the man's got something. And he's shown me he's got stuff. Adding Arsenal back in, I just need you to win me something, bro. Because I do back you. I'm very critical on you because I also feel it's a bit like Bukayo Saka. I rate Saka, but if Saka didn't turn up yesterday, I'd be like, what's going on here? I would have cut him the luxury of you're not fully fit. So I don't feel that you can keep making excuses for Arteta. You need to get over the line, but the man's a bloody good manager, man. Great coach, bad manager. The man took an Arsenal with a soft underbelly and made us defensive done to Europe. Respect him. He's got it upstairs. For me, it's just get over the line. But do you know how cruel it could be? Beating Real Madrid 3-0 and smashing City 5-1 and Nothing to show for, nothing to remember this season. Even if we won the League Cup, like, oh yeah, weren't that the year we won 3-0 against Real Madrid? Regardless of the future, there's nothing. We can't get into this first thing, that game against Real Madrid. Put that certificate right next to the Invincibles cabinet, trophy in the cabinet. Cunha, though, is so underrated. He's like a B-Tech Neymar and scores some good goals and can cover most important attacking positions. Therefore, upgrade on Jesus, Havertz, Trossard, Gabby, and Odegaard. If we're able to win the Champions League, it would be worthy of an actual movie. Bro, movie. And I've got the nastiest. They bet the world better hope we don't. Because I'm gonna park all that balance shit to a side. And for at least 2 months, it's gonna be horrible stuff. The content I'm gonna make, people are gonna clip it out of context and wait until Arsenal collapse like 2 years before. I'm gonna say mad things. I know the agendas I have. The Martinelli agendas, the Marino agendas, the Havertz agendas, the Bukayo, Saka, Miles Lewis, Skelly, Yeri, Declan Rice in the 8, Mikel Arteta, so nasty. The Cronkies agendas. I might not be the same again. I tried to tell people about this two-way youth last summer, and instead you all twerk for Nico Williams. Has Nico Williams ever hit a shot like that ever in his life? Bro, why are you on him? I can't lie, Matic was moving mad, but to be fair, Onana was sending for them. The king is dead. Long live Arteta. You're moving mad. Players wouldn't be putting in so much effort in during games if he was a bad manager. Cunha and Neymar in the same sentence is crazy. Listen, everyone's allowed an opinion, man. My perfect summer for the forward positions would be Nico Williams, Cunha or Xavi Simons, Martinez or Gyökeres. You're just on any litness, innit? Man like me understands deep, complex theories and ideas about this abstract, organized concept we all call ball. You don't. You confirmed it. Too many difficult words. I'll be insufferable if we win the champs. My boss is Spurs too, so I have to jump on Indeed ASAP. If Sterling gets if Kai Havertz scores again every chance. Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Magalhaes, Jurriën Timber, Benjamin White, Raheem, Garza, man, Sterling. God, allow us, please. God, I come to you as a humble servant, you know. Please, bro. Please. Yeah, calling God, bro, is crazy. Apologies. Please, man. Please. 13 minutes. What is doing the mental masses, mate, is crazy. Calculate. We got that. 77 minutes. That changed my life as an Arsenal fan. PTSD is a real thing, man. Honestly, the craziest thing's coming from my fingers. What do you mean by that? Gyökeres alone would have been massive in the summer. I'll be out here saying the Cronkies had with you, okay, big up boy. Context is key. I'll be out here saying the Cronkies had the master plan. Bro, I'm going to be so horrible. I've got so much material based on Arsenal summer, based on the talking points of what happened in January, based on the disappointment in the Prem and how we galvanized together and all of that kind of stuff. Nicholas Hover, Frimpong got nothing to do with it from a coaching perspective, but Frimmy, I've got agendas positively for him. Myself. Brothers, please dream bigger than Gyökeres, please. Kane trophy drought versus Arsenal. Champions League trophy drought once in a lifetime. They're war stories for Man United fans. It seems like the fan base is going with this Nico Williams thing into existence. Nico Williams is cold. I think we will get the best out of him, especially around better players. Oh yeah, I forgot about Hato. He was amazing last year. Young Timber type of player. DG, which comeback meant more to you with Arsenal? The 7-5 result again, brother. Come on, man. The FA Cup one. I was there. I was at Wembley. I was there. I should call my nephew and get him to verify the story. The trains were delayed. Just about got in at kickoff. Could only get tickets in the whole section. 2 goals down. My nephew, Bare Hull fans. Same old Arsenal. Always cheat. Hull fans are different as well. They started fighting each other. Two men got kicked out. They went 2-0 up. Two men got kicked out. They started fighting each other. Didn't even see the rest of it. And that's why I love Santi Gazzola. Because when I looked on that pitch in despair, before he did what he did, I saw him doing this to his teammates. Smallest man with the biggest heart. And you know the rest. All in all, and then obviously with the context of the trophy drought, all in all, that was probably the better final for me to be at Wembley. But then I look at the next year, 2015, when I was also at Wembley, that was like carnival. We knew he was going to win. Big up Aston Villa, and ironically, Grealish weren't serious them times. That we knew he was winning that. That we knew he was 100% retaining this. Alexis banger. If I remember correctly, Theo Walcott scored a decent goal. Happy to see Giroud score off the bay. It was a pantomime. Oh yeah, big up to you for the Wembley thing. I'm due to go there. What's the atmosphere like? Buzzing, mate. And it's more after the game, lad. And then come off Tommy Yasu and Jesus contracts in summer 2026. What do you mean by that? I'm going to get back to you lot stuff in a minute, people. Let me just go and get some water and get some refreshments. Declan Rice scored a banger. It's only right you see this for the millionth time.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
We are back. Sorry, people. I was picking out on biscuits. I forgot we had to watch it on. My bad. No, I didn't forget you lot. I was picking out on biscuits though. DG, watch Casemiro pocket turkey tomorrow. Oh, brother. I do not care what happens in the Man United game. Watch my team win 3-0 against Real Madrid. Real Madrid's biggest defeats against English clubs. Wait, what? They lost 4-1 against Derby in 1975. Damn. They lost 3-1 to Spurs. See, we did it better than them. Lost to us as well. I'm not surprised if Villa wins. Fair fam, humans don't run on talk. We run on food, get the fuel. Imagine that. I remember, since we're being honest, I remember I never used to like Boy. You're a cool guy, man. I think you dissed me once on Jess's stream. You're a cool guy, man. Just get us players, fam. Look at the ingredients we already got. A few more prime ingredients here and there, and we're gone, untouchable. And that's what jars me as an Arsenal fan, man. Always a couple cents short of $1. I'm selling Gabriel and reeing up with Højlund and Hatton. Okay. I could never hate. Yeah, you're a full-time hater, Karma. But you also support. You're a weird one. You hate, but you also give love. Shout out you. DJ, I saw you. DJ, I saw you on Talksport acting all professional after the Raz second goal. I know you wanted to fling the shirt. Why is everybody saying this? Why is it? Do you know what? I've seen that a lot, and I saw that in the comments. I was like, when you Disaster's coming on, it's gonna get dark for Villa. Right back. I've got crumbs, bro. This is gonna be some shit. But yeah, why is everyone saying that? Appreciate that, Khalid. Why is everyone saying that? Like, I've probably taken off my shirt less times out of all the celebrations. I just always done that as a little kid. I don't know why I keep doing it. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. But yeah, I was seeing that in all the comments. I was like, huh? But if I'm honest, obviously I'm not an idiot. I can see we're winning. But at the time, it felt like a surreal experience. Like I'm seeing it. But I'm not seeing it. But I'm seeing it. And I'm doing the calculations in my head and I'm enjoying it. But it's not making sense. Like, it took a while. Like, I'll be honest. It only sunk in we beat Real Madrid probably like 3 p.m. tonight or today. Something along those lines. Sometimes just antagonistic with people like Gooner. Don't know why, but it's fun to get him vexed about something. Like Gooner, he's you know what? He's a good sport. It takes a lot to get him vexed. Jess has got better. Sammy's easy to rattle. Who else is easy to rattle that I do content with? Shirley, big up everyone. Shirley's very easy to rattle. Big up, very easily. Who else is there? Not many people are easy to rattle. Very fair. PSG have the ball in its left hand side. Carrot Skeeler squares it. It should be 2-1 is what I was trying to say. Dembele shot is faint though, at best. Fabio Vieira's time is over at Arsenal. I think he knows that already. Catch is easy, right? Shout out Catchman. But I don't see that side because Catch is a sound dude on my well, Catch is cool anyways, but yeah. Him and D, they're top gooners on the slab. Catch is on me. Like if you see my WhatsApp, he's on me. On to man. Pause. And I can tell D is gonna. I can tell he's building up a case because that guy has not said anything, and he keeps saying, "I'm not gonna talk about ball with you. I'm gonna chat to you." Osman Dembele. I know on Monday it's gonna be the nasty. It's like I'm a fullback. Catches the right centre mid, D's the winger, and they're just gonna try and get me out of him, man. Might have to cancel that. Fabian Ruiz's attempted cross. Mendes doesn't get onto it. Eventually, it's here with Mendes. Martin has apologies. As far as I'm concerned, it's 0-0 at Bernabeu. Hey, man. Can't believe we're still talking about Fabio Vieira. You never know, man. Tini's time was over and he's playing. That's another thing. If you told me Tini would be playing some sort, I'd say you're mad. I think Fabio Vieira might have a future because I don't. How do you shot him? Obviously, we've got better in that, but I don't know, man. I think he might, if he just keeps his head down, goes pre-season, he might just be able to bag himself a spot in the team. Aston Villa, what was going to be a promising move, they've given it straight back to Paris Saint-Germain. And you're here with Hakimi. This is bull. Fabio Ruiz. So over here is Carrot Skeeler. Oh, yeah. Oh, Disassi. Oh, my God. I told man Disassi's going to come on and fuck it up. Carrot Skeeler, inspired by dude. Oi! Yee! Disassi sat on his ass. Them white shorts are defo brown and red and all sorts of colours. Pause. Carrot Skeeler. PSG have turned it around, which sounds mad because they dominated the game. Pardon me. I don't know if Rashford's giving the ball away there, but Aston Villa are not getting back in numbers, and it's a great sweeping move by Paris Saint-Germain. Eventually, Fabian Ruiz has palmed it to Kvaratskhelia, who's been invited, and ay. Oh my days. He's faked like he's gonna shoot, pull it onto his left foot, and hit it and rifled it. Two great goals from Paris Saint-Germain. 3 goals on the night. 2 of them are with PSG people. It's PSG 2, Aston Villa 1. Emery overthinking. Damn. Wow. Can't lie, man. Obviously, I'm not a scout or a coach and all of that, but why did you sign this Assy? How's he going to help you? You don't see him at Chelsea. The scout said this was a good idea. Fairs. You lot do know more about football than me because you paid all that money, but fucking hell, geezer. Right back as well. Surely you could have found someone. Must have not really liked what he saw from Matty Cash. Unless Matty Cash has a knock, you're always gaslighting Sammy. Sammy's easy to route, man. Like, sometimes I start believing some of the things I say. I'm like, oh yeah, no, you said that. Would have loved to see Kara on our left wing. Amen. Rashford ain't no striker. How Watkins, didn't start is beyond me. Oh no, man. I'm not watching Aston Villa week in, week out. Paris Saint-Germain could be in here again. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz, it's time to do dancing and that. Does very well to find Due. Due's trying to be a hero. You know what? I'm being harsh. You tried to fake being a hero and then square it. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Oh, if that fell to Osman Dembele. Eventually, Villa clear their lines, but it hasn't gone far. The pressure cooker is on. Rashford, your team needs you. There was no need to do it. Man came up. Bro, he got cut. As soon as a man came on, he got caught. And I never got cooked like that, yeah, but a guy just went past me. Like, he just went past me in like some close control years ago. And I remember the people on the side going, oh, and I only mentioned that because I was playing fullback. And I went out the night before. I was still buzzing playing in the game. But you see, when he done the little thing and he's like, oh, and they were like, oh, I woke up. That's what this actually needs to do. Because it's going to get dark. It's deep, you know. You're a centre half by trade. You got Nuno Mendes on the overlap. You got Kvaratskhelia, who's going to rip better players than you. Nuno Mendes loses the ball. Desassi wins it back but gives it away. Nothing is being done well today from him. Boubacar Kamara, he's been linked with Arsenal, trying to live movies, giving the ball away. Kvaratskhelia, he's done it once. Can he do it twice like Declan Rice? Bend it like Declan. All those propagandas. PSG suit us better. When it comes to the champs, I'm believing you lot. You lot are right. I'm with you lot. 2025 is the year of the underdogs. I hope so. Can we get to 70k subs? DG, you've been cooked in Sunday League. You kick out players. You have to. You have to do it, my guy. You have to do all of that. Arsenal and PSG play very similar. It's just that we are more defensive and they are way more adventurous going forward. Both teams need a serious striker. Trust me. I remember I was pressing and got nutmegged by a CB, one of my worst experiences. I ain't gonna like that. That's a dicker thing. Yo, this Disassi guy is not warmed up. Why is he walking around? He plays football like he's 5-a-side. He literally plays like 5-a-side. Adidas tracksuits tucked in. Could be playing in coppers as well, like the actual trainer coppers. It's 2-0 to Barcelona. Lewandowski has scored in the 48th minute against his old club, Borussia Dortmund. By the way, how much do you rate Declan Rice free kicks, bro? I don't think I'll see a goal like that better than that in a long, long time. He did it not once, but twice. One of the best goals I've seen us score in Europe. Probably the best free kick at the Emirates scored by an Arsenal player. I only say that because I'm sure we all remember Cristiano Ronaldo against Almeida. Well, to be fair, it's probably on brand, really. PSG deserve to be a goal ahead. I wonder what this looks like in thinking people. In Birmingham. Why is the ref saying play on? What happened there? Maybe I missed something. How much is Kvaratskhelia worth? Like, if PSG were to sell him, how much is he worth? Because 100 million is not going to get you a conversation. We'll eat up PSG now. The only team I fear after Madrid is Inter looked good yesterday, man. And apparently Isaac is leaving Newcastle. Who said that? If David Dornstein ain't said nothing, I don't want to hear it, my guy. I can't lie to you. Apparently, ironically, doué means gifted in French. Some people's lives is just written for them, man. Some people have to find themselves, and some people's thing finds them. Type Isaac in on Twitter. Oh, Rashford. Shouldn't even mention anything. Where is this? What, that Indie Kaya news? Has he ever been right about anything? I respect the hustle. You've been chatting shit for time. Kvaratskhelia deflection. It was left, corner kick. It's Pete because Emery set Disassi up. No way he should be playing this game at right back. Isaac seen the Gyökeres links and put in a transfer request. Where is the sources? Them Saudi locking down Isaac, move on. Partey ain't won nothing major, but for me, he's one of the best midfielders I've seen in the Premier League. Hear that, my brother. Something about Gyökeres gives me smoke and mirror vibes, division thing. Better, Arteta, whatever you lot want to do. I am personally at the point, if Sesko, Isaac, Gyökeres, this one, that one, whatever you lot feel about those, just make sure number 9's in. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. You lot zanged me, people. We are behind. Why did no one say anything? Oh, man. It's there for decoration. At this point, it's 56 minutes and 10 seconds. Isaac watched that Madrid game and thought I'd better get in there before Gyökeres. I hope so. Isaac last night, we win 7-0. Henry-esque finishes. 7K. Where Fabrizio Romano? I can't lie, you're losing your moderation status if I go on Fabrizio Romano's account and I see nothing about Isaac. I mean, you're saying Trent's going Real Madrid and Van Dijk and Salah are going to sign new deals. Oh, it's not looking good, bruv. Ball in, should be 2-2 if I'm honest. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. I see Liam Delap. Bro, Berta is... Whoa, what? It's an all-inclusive platform. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know. Listen, big up Berta in the sporting director role. Anyways, Paris Saint-Germain, Hakimi, big save by Emi Martinez. That's crazy. What do you mean by that? Camera. Konza gives it away. I can't lie. I think PSG might score a third. Man said if it's not looking good, it's not looking good like a father going through the report card and he came across an F. It's not looking good. Doué, movie, block. Finally, some defending from a Villa perspective. I don't know what you meant. I don't know. Those are mistakes you can't make, lad. You can't make them mistakes there, lad. You can't do that, lad. What are you talking about, lad? Must be a Man United fan. See what I did there? Right, Nathan, how you know what he meant? So you know what that meant and the error that could happen to that means something else. So you've made that mistake as well. It's scary. It's very scary. Jacob Ramsey has come off. Asensio has come on. How much money are we betting people that Asensio is bagging in this game? With just over half an hour, excluded any added on time. I was having this debate with my friend. Yeah, I know it could bite you, but I personally feel I'm starting to believe now. And now I'm a liar because if I was a football manager, where is my sweets? Where's my sweets? Where is it? Sorry, I'm looking for my sweets. If I was the football manager, I can't lie, I wouldn't let and I loaned out a player, I wouldn't let them play against me. But surely you should be able to play against your parent club if you're on loan in the Premier League. Where is my sweets? The phone. I'm not a happy lad. Anyways, I can't find my sweets, lad. Didn't want them anyways. Do we? This guy's a baller. Like, come on, Berta, these are the guys we need. He's lost the ball on this occasion, but still. Emery got this whole lineup wrong. I mean, I can't comment on that, but I do think Villa have probably been a bit too defensive. Let themselves down for the goals. Great moments, but the build-up was poor. And I can't help but feel that this Assi one was terrible. Emi Martinez is giving the ball away. It's not his fault because his midfield, the midfielder he played it into didn't do well enough. That's on brand. I'm not sure what Osman Dembele was doing there. Marcus Rashford, Telemans gives it away. Villa are rattled. I think the problem comes if you go on loan in Jan and your parent club is on course to win the league, you might throw the game when you play them to get a medal. That's a crazy angle, but that's a very good point. Yo, DG, we're the funniest team ever, I swear. How on earth did we do that yesterday? When you find out, let me know. And then Mendes and PSG are appealing for a penalty. Ref is saying it's a corner. We're a funny team. Very funny team. I don't know, Nathan. Man, moving mad. Nathan, I don't know, man. It's cool. No gaslighting. You said it. What if a player relegates their parent club, has to go back having cost them millions of revenue? Yeah, I mean, these are good points and stuff I've considered, but still, you should be allowed to play. If you rated him that much, you wouldn't have loaned him out. If you thought he was that dangerous of a footballer, you wouldn't have loaned him out to a team where you're smart enough to consider maybe not those connotations, but he's going to play against you. You would have used him. But then again, I'm being a hypocrite because that could be the reason why it wouldn't happen. When it happens in the champs, Kvaratskhelia corner isn't the best. Eventually, it's in the hands of Emi Martinez. I hate the commentator saying Mendes is the best left back in the world for locking up Salah. It don't make no sense to block a loanee versus parent club, considering you're paying for the loan. England only league to block it. Swear, but there you have it. Relegate the parent club. I don't know. Imagine like a crazy situation where I don't know how it would work mathematically, but you need to get 3 points and depend on other results. And let's say you lost that game, and had you have got even a point or 3 points, you might have stayed up. I hear it. But then you've effed up for the majority of the season if you're in a situation like that. Is this a newly promoted club loaning a player to the league they've just been promoted to? No, it could be. That could be anything. For argument's sake, Liverpool, let's just say Arsenal, Liverpool was a close game, and I'm exaggerating, a close game in terms of winning the league. Liverpool will loan Arsenal a player, and it's a straight shootout. Whoever's going to win the league is going to win it by a point. And the player that ironically Liverpool loaned out to Arsenal ends up scoring the winner or something. Asensio Rashford looking spooky without Asensio. You're nasty because that's technically your player. Fabio Ruiz had a good game, man. Very proactive on the ball. I mean, we saw in the Euros. How do we beat Man United 3-0 but draw with Man United and lose to West Ham and draw to Everton? We're so unpredictable. It's a beautiful thing about football, man. Different reasons for all of those games, but looking at the short of it, like, when you find out, let me know, man. Weird team. And you ask yourself the questions on nights like yesterday, like, why can't we do that all the time? That Liverpool would have just goofed, no problem. I'm sure these things have happened in football already, in some context here and there in various leagues, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the main point was, like, should players be blocked from playing against their loan clubs? I remember in the FA Cup, Arsene Wenger let Sanchez play for Leeds United. I'm sure Leeds United against Arsenal many years ago in the FA Cup. Vitayo. Has Emery been a bit too defensive here? This is the nastiest deep block. It's like 6 players, 7 players. Football's a weird game. DG, if you got called up to play in the Bundesliga, would you be on it? Yeah. Not in defense stuff, not on get ripped. Let me go on PK Humble's team. Just square me the ball, let me score a tap in. Then invite me on them Twitch streams. Let's go. Yo, it made me happy to see Tini get minutes against Madrid. You're not alone. Xerxes not make on Saliba. We're leaving with something. Oh, shameless. United fans know very little about football. Word to Paul Pogba. Odegaard cost us the FA Cup game against United. Odegaard didn't score the penalty. Should have had at least one day at Wembley. Like, we've got to a semi-finals. We mashed up Real Madrid. If we get to the semis, it's going to look like on paper a better season than what we know it was. But at the same time, you could say on paper, but at the end of the day, we always say results are driven. Football's a results-driven basis. And the facts would be a semi-finals, a League Cup, FA Cup, a Premier League, a diminished title race, which we know it's more than just injuries and red card decisions, but that's what it will look like. Got to the semi-finals of a League Cup as well. I hope not. Kevin De Bruyne not leaving DG. Now I got to hear Bruno. Odegaard debates bars on the floor. On the floor, mate. On the floor. Don't worry, man. Odegaard's going to pattern up. When Yeri's going to... When Yeri moves into midfield, it's crazy. 2 goals in 10 minutes for PSG. And when you look at it, Roger scored in the 35th. Doué scored in the 39th. Obviously, one was on the stroke of, like, you have to include, like, half time and whatnot. And then PSG took the lead and made it 2-1 in the 49th minute. Important period. Why is your game so behind, DG? Again, it's 65 minutes on the clock. I pressed the timer late. Big up Joe Cole, but Salah's cold still. Man United and Spurs are being replaced by Newcastle and Forest's big clubs. I think United will still be there. By God's grace, that happens to Spurs. I hope that the relegation threatened teams of Spurs are ever in a situation like that again are not as terrible as they are at the moment. Because maybe Spurs could go down. Call us the German Spurs. You lot have 1 trophies. Lewandowski at the double. He's made it 3-0 on the night against Dortmund. Retire. Oh, the pass was poor, but I don't know if his man on his left-hand side would have been onside. We can't call Man United and Spurs Big Six anymore. I'm on that because, well, what did they used to say? DG Mahrez is clear of Salah. As a footballer, like, you throw them both in football, yeah, but in terms of the body of work and all of that kind of stuff, myth. Salah's won that one. Obviously, if we're playing in a match, I'd rather Mahrez on my team than Salah. But then Salah's inevitable. Salah does score. But I like Mahrez. Bacola warming up. I just wonder if he made the move to PSG far too early. We should have got a 1 Vitaya, man. Morgan Rogers on this right-hand side. I don't think he meant that, but has he earned the corner? That looked like it come off a Paris Saint-Germain shirt. Doesn't look like he earned the corner for himself. Marquinhos in the stands. Oh, PSG, you got an injured Brazilian centre-back too? I can't lie, we've done the room, anything can happen. Saka, when we play these, man, let me not come on the camera yet, because then they don't look like me. Make sure you know what to do, anyways. When Yeri the same. Oh, it could be 3-1. If Dembele wants it. Osman Dembele. The best bit of Aston Villa's play today has been a PSG man losing his foot. A couple of players have slipped today. Telemans plays it forward to Rashford. It's just Rashford against the world, or it's Rashford against himself. As we know, Rashford against himself. Spare foot for Man United. They had Rashford and Garnacho on the pitch at the same time. Spurs have lost 16 matches this year. Boy, I can't really see any team coming up and staying in the Prem for a season without serious. You got to do the Brighton and Brentford thing. You have to stay in the league the first year up. The next year, you add on that quality. And again, the thing is survival. That by then, in an ideal world, your team, you still probably indirectly finished near the lower end, but you might look at a 10th, 14th, 10th at best, 14th. You got a bit of stability. You probably got more quality of players. Then that third, fourth year, you look to truly try and do the Brighton, Brentford kind of project because them teams are sick. If we're honest, it's them kind of teams that play more entertaining football. You taking the Hungarian Gerrard. Nah. I mean, we ain't got much depth, so I would have Szoboszlai, but nah. I'm having Telemans before him. Rashford. John McGinn. Such a weird footballer. He's good, but his playing style is basic at the same time. Luka Dean. Oh, straight pass from Luka Dean. He's lucky Telemans is there. Save his bacon. Hospital pass. Or you could have taken an L. Disassi, who's been a disaster at right back. Chelsea was trying to compare the ball. Chelsea got some shit French centre backs. We got the best one. Saliba. Shout Kanate. John McGinn appealing for a free kick. Doesn't get it. This ain't the Prem, mate. Foul for Paris Saint-Germain. Thank God we never got Rashford. Rashford's the sort of guy to have scored yesterday. They need Watkins on as soon as possible or drop the bag like Forrest did. Yeah, and eat the charges. You have the players to compete, though. Just need new management. Who are you referring to? Yeah, the struggle is real, man. Dortmund have become very un-Dortmund-like in the last few years. Like, there's been a lot of turnover. There's been a decent amount of turnovers at management level, at boardroom level. Seems like there's a lot of chefs spoiling it. Seems like Leipzig are the new Dortmund and a bit of stability. You know what they're about. Kvaratskhelia, that's a ball. Hakimi needs to square it to someone. Hey, no, don't do that to fullback Union. The response from Hakimi leads me to believe he knows he's offside. Didn't look offside in real time. Oh, I don't know. You might just, yeah, it's a good call from the ref. And it would have been fortunate. And to be fair with you, if you're Luis Enrique, regardless of how it ended up in the back of the net, which has been ruled out for obviously offside, no one's in the box. Fabian Ruiz will be exiting. Is Warren Zaire Emery coming on? Oh, you don't seem to be getting much game time over there. He is coming on. And you're not getting much game time over there, man. How's it going over there, man? Doué's coming off. Doué, what are you saying? Warren Zaire Emery, Doué, what are you not saying? Like England, London, money, Saliba, Henry. Get it done, man. No, I'd rather stick with Gabby and Trossard. Then who? I can't count the number of times I've watched yesterday's highlights. Trust me. If I'm Spurs or Man U, they should try bring back Tony. Tony. Only if Tony actually wants to move back to England, or is he happy with the piece? Picola is on. Scruffy finish probably on the cards from him. It's kind of been a dead game in the second half, man. Put it to sleep. Can Rashford be in here? No. Pancho deals with it. Oh, PSG dilly-dallying, and what do I know? Morgan Rogers has to hit it. Does hit it. Weak effort from him. Didn't have much time to think about it. And it's probably reflected in the rushed effort he had, and even Donnarumma can catch that comfortably. When is Gabby back? Tony gonna ask for 500k salary. He's got to be humble, man. Thoughts on Tell? But hey, happy he's stinking up the place, bro. I actually think he's a baller, but you're at Spurs stinking up the place. Barcola as well, surely wants game time. Is he a Perez fan? Barcola. Yeah, bring Barcola, bro. Trust. Stick, man. I don't know about Barcola's thing. John McGinn. Telemans. Luka Dean, but who is with you? Marcus Rashford. And look at the tracking back from Kvaratskhelia. Luis Enrique's on that. Marcus Rashford. Yuri Telemans. Camera. Playing for a free kick, ref. Somehow Villa still have it. Rogers, that's good play. Camera still can't get anything on it. Harsh. Threw everything he could at it. Man, don't rate Bacola on. Oh, Bacola's sick, man. Gabby Jesus done at Arsenal. We should have used him in a swap deal with cash someone. Yeah, but how often you see swap deals? Realistically, when last you see a swap deal? Not the Italian league swap deals. When last did you see a legit swap deal? Or money and someone? I know we could do it. But yeah, PSG have had 605 passes. Aston Villa 166. I ain't counting for both teams. At this moment in time, Paris Saint-Germain. Adeyemi or Tell. Adeyemi on the, Tell on the ceiling, but Adeyemi at the moment. With the position Man United and Spurs are in, they have to pay top dollar for a good striker, and plus Tony has a Premier League experience. DG, if the tier was average, good, world class, and elite, where you put in Luis Enrique? Elite still. In the modern game, like elite, Pep's in there, Enrique's in there, legacy for Ancelotti's in there, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Vitayo. The last swap the RC was Arthur for some guy, I forget, is it Pjanic, something like that. Played for Lyon. I think the guy was at Roma. He had mad tech. Yeah, but even that, when would that happen? That's his name, yeah. When last did that? Arthur was a baller. What happened to him? Remember when Arsenal were going to get Arthur? Bacola. Zaire Emery. 15 minutes left. I would have had Kulusevski. Yeah, but Tony ain't going Spurs though, man. You got Solanke. Yeah, you can change formations, but again, how many teams you see play with two forwards? Well, last night we saw Lautaro Martinez and Thuram of sorts. Matic is harsh, isn't it? Apparently, Onana first said, or no, Onana said after this. I think Onana's alleged to have said something about Lyon, and Matic said, "You are one of the worst goalkeepers in Man United history. You need to take care. You need to care about what you're talking about." And he said, "I will never be disrespectful to another club. At least I've lifted trophies with the greatest club in the world. Some can't say the same." Dang. Matic score a screamer. Hakimi. Is it me or is Marino doing well as a striker than a midfielder? He's still basically a midfield, and he's scoring a lot of goals, being a makeshift striker. But hopefully the movie continues in the chance. Bacola, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Warren Zaire Emery. Might put Tuchel in the elite bracket, also probably a tick or two below. Matic, flamed him. United fans backing Matic. Onana not long for this club. I think he called him the worst goalkeeper in you lot's history or something. It's dark for Onana. Hopefully he'll get me gone and he doesn't beat the allegations. If you know, you know. But I like to see that from footballers. If I'm Onana, I'm making sure we win the first leg. If I'm Matic, obviously you have to do your job. But the minute you get an opportunity, you're levering that ball with everything you got. Kvaratskhelia, you're not going to get. Where's my water as well? You're not going to get a free kick for that. Maybe in Sunday League, you're not going to get a free kick for that here. You recognize you ran out of space and you ran into a dead end, which makes no sense from a you perspective. It's 4-0. Yalmao has added to the score sheet. Well, that's game, set, match. Come on, Dormy. You can come back, man. Get one and take it back to your place. Rashford's giving the ball away to PSG. Warren Zaire Emery. How is Rashford still out there? Bacola. Emery, why did you square it like? Apologies, hitting the mic. Any watch-alongs tomorrow? Maybe Lyon, Man United. Depends. DG, who do you think is better, Yalmao or Doué? Yalmao, man. I don't want Sane or Kula. I'd rather Kulusevski over Sane, but we're not getting the man at Spurs. Neves has won it back. Bacola, Neves. Back to Bacola. Has to stand it up, surely. Puts it onto his native right foot. Does well to find Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia touch. It's intercepted. Paris Saint-Germain will continue this sustained bit of pressure. Yeah, I don't know about Sane, man. Yeah, Amar's probably the best of his generation. 100% he is. DJ, I want to play against PSG more than Aston Villa. Villa knows everything about us. You could argue, yeah, Villa have played more times against us, but PSG must also know it, no? They did their homework before the game. They played against us. They've got lived experiences, especially at the Emirates, where we beat them and Real Madrid, where Arsenal beat them and Real Madrid, where Arsenal beat Real Madrid 3-0 with two screamers from Declan Rice, who doesn't pass the ball forward. Declan Rice has inspired even his fellow professionals. Vitayo has tried to score from long range, but has dragged his effort wide. Yeah. Sane's a baller, but the Sane of today, I don't know. No, DG Boss was crazy. Sane won things when he's in his prime. He's not in his prime now, and he's not managed to extend it. Bayern are too historically. Hey, trophy argument is dead in football because they've won collectively, yet fans still use it as leverage to measure players on individual ability. 3 substitutions: John McGinn, Marcus Rashford, Yuri Tellerman's out. That's crazy. Onana's coming on for Villa with 11 minutes to go. You know who Arsenal should be taking a serious look at? Nusa, forget the Nepan kid. I don't know. Ivan Tony would have been a better option than Kai. Can do it all and is an ideal Arteta kind of profile, in my opinion. Flick's elite as well. Flick's doing his thing. Yeah, you can throw Flicks. This Nusa kid is another Due. I know man don't watch Sane. That man's still putting double fig GA even when on form. Bundesliga hype. Sao Paulo and them teams there. Where the Bremen and that. I'm having Sane if worse comes to worse, but Sane won't scream. Not that he's not a serious player. I just know if we get Sane, that tells me the whole summer didn't go to plan. Whatever you try to do, there's no way you're looking at Sane maybe as a backup option. You might be monitoring his contract stuff, but there's no way you're planning. You're thinking of a front three of Sane, Saka, Gyökeres, and bringing in Zubamendi and just players for the next year. 10 minutes left. Due. Oh, Nano. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Get me Napon. DG, how are you? Honest question. I hope you're doing well. Antonio, I'm good, man. Thank you, my guy. Bit knackered from all the work we put in today, but yeah, man. Appreciate it. Pau Torres. Some Arsenal fans were losing their shit about not signing him. Due. Obey Luke Dean. Or DJ, I keep getting them mixed up. Oh, Nano. Some Arsenal fans were crying over. And him and Telemans. DG, thoughts on Spence laughing at Martinelli? One was a key part of us winning 3-0. The other's got 14 league losses and shit like that. Martinelli's won the trophy at my club. Congratulations on finally getting minutes. Shit guy finally scored. That girl you've been pursuing for years has been rammed through and now she wants to chat to you when she's popped down. Appreciate you, Antonio, man. If you look at Sane's stats, he has way more goal threat than Gabby and Trossard together. He ain't shy when it comes to taking his chances or creating good moments. Trust. But you're okay with that fake Brazilian on the left side? Did he help us beat Real Madrid or not? Riley, your team employs Brendan Johnson and Richarlison and spent 65 million on Solanke. Do you know what was short-lived? You lot thought you had a star boy in it. You lot thought you had someone on Lewis Skelly and Wanyeri's level. You lot were trying to do the Wanyeri, Mickey Mouse, Mikey Moore comparisons. It didn't bang. One has scored against City. The other has scored against, I don't even know, them Conference League teams. Spence wanted some cold clips for TikTok. To be fair, he typically does well against Martinelli, so he's entitled to say it. But yeah, don't laugh, bro. Don't laugh. Because the same way you had to wait forever to play for Spurs, Postecoglou might not be there long. And they might say, I don't want to have a look at you. But no, I think whenever I watch Spurs, Spence seems to be one of the players that half gets it. I like Spence. But you sign for them, man. Talk correctly. Oh, like a girl. What do you mean? Martinelli is better. Bro, you see what Martinelli done to your team? Martinelli's lit. Your guys ain't hit double figures in this first shirt, like, man. You support Spurs, bro. Have manners, please. Focus. Big game next. Big game tomorrow. You got Tell out here being mediator. Guys getting rubbed out, pull him away. Your manager's getting hounded out like that. Your manager's doing all of this and VAR shagging him. Please, come on, man. Come on. Word to Robbie. You got bigger fish to fry. Come on, face front. You beat Madrid 3-0? I don't think so. Also, Sane was a cog in the City team. Kula has literally carried Spurs at times. I hear it. Sane at City was so special. Special player, lad. 7 minutes. It's been a good day, good week, sorry. Game week for Champions League. Got Ange beefing fans of offside goals. It's dark over there, man. I usually win trophies in my second year. They still in the FA Cup, they still in the League Cup. Spurs ever had an opportunity to win the Prem? No? Make sure you win your Europa, lad. Dying on the hill for Martinelli is crazy, but no, you're a squad player. But I have manners. He would beg for Martinelli. Martinelli starts at Spurs. Come on now. Be serious. He definitely does. Still doing the Son thing. I hear it. Dembele. Hakimi. Retire. Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi. Dembele. Retire. Mikey Moore, great talent. Not sure why he's compared to older players. Same age as Wanyeri. And he's great talent, but he plays for them, man. You lot still gassing up that Lewis Miley. Since you want to be Spurs defender, you still gassing up Lewis Miley. Crazy. All you can get. Barca is killing Dortmund. Big up BG. That Ange moment with the offside goal might be top 5 funniest Prem moments. 100%. We missed out not getting Elise. Honestly, there was a power shift under Conte from what I remember. Yeah, and Leicester as well. They have to get straight. Palmer should leave Chelsea and come to Arsenal, Liverpool, go back to Chelsea, in brackets, Man City. Miley Cyrus and Mickey Mouse. Ha! Everybody has those days. Vitaya, I swear, Miley, that was one of Miley Cyrus' songs. Foxy's getting too comfortable getting involved in Arsenal talks. He needs to remember his supports. Retire, Paul. Oh my, hey, bro, these kind of guys. Riley, there's no need to throw that straight. $17. 11th of August. The same year, man. March. They'd be in the same year. They're both born in 07. He's an August lad. They're in the same year. They're in the England team together. Respect. He's a baller, though. He is a baller. Unfortunately, he plays for them, man. So we have to slander. No one expected Dortmund to do anything against Barca. It was the easiest tie of the quarterfinals. It's not over. One thing that irritates me about Martinelli is he doesn't demand the ball. He is okay to just be there. Kivio could have passed him ample times, but went back to Saliba and Nelly was okay. It's for the performance, man. That in many ways, that's a strength, being able to share. Imagine Rafinha will probably win Ballon d'Or this year. And Mbappé going another season without scoring a free kick, but Rice can do it twice. Trust. Stop talking. Don't try and get at Mbappé. Remember you support Man United. You're not saying Garnacho's a star. Luka Dean don't want to be out there. There's no need to change the footballs. You're finished. You might get ripped in the last period. This better be the best long throw of my life. There's no need to switch the footballs. This better be the best long throw, Luka Dean. Luka Dean launches it. Oh, it's not bad, to be fair. I allow you. Onana won the header. It's off target, but I allow you. If we knock off Real Madrid and they don't win anything this year, they're going to turn on Mbappe. You're one of them, man, innit? Like the sky is falling in that. And if we win, remember Declan Rice apparently said no to City to sign for Arsenal. The agendas are cooking. 87 minutes on the clock. Zaire Emery is media to me. He can play ball, man. I need to see more, though. And you need to start showing more personality, but it's difficult. He's a baller, though, man. I fuck with him. Like, heavy. He's one of my favorite young players. What are you doing at PSG? Am I the only person in the world that thinks Mbappe is overrated? He's good, but not as good as the hype. You upset me, my friend. You upset me. Madrid fans want Carlos' head. They have no heat for their players. Bacola, to be fair, it's not the best of balls, but he's done well. He's sprinting. You know what, Bacola, he's done well. Are you going to score, though? It's a good block. Who blocked that? I believe Pau Torres. Mendes heads it on. Vitaya tries to do the DG thing. Tries to also pass it. Doesn't bang. Luka Dean, he's got no options. He's done very well. Where's Ollie Watkins? Morgan Rogers. Where is Ollie Watkins? Where is Ollie Watkins? No hype in Millie at all. All I know is he's winning trophies at 18. The game is the game. Saka did that. We won something in pre-season. Trophies, fake drip. How's that one Miley rap? How's that one Miley Cyrus rap song go? The one about Jordans? I don't know. I want Cower to play versus Arsenal. You can't be an Arsenal fan. Loud overrated talk because he'll bag against us. And Mbappe is world class. No overrated talk to come back and bite us. I don't know. I need to watch him. I've never watched Vinicius and Mbappe and Valverde and Modric and Courtois, and I'm so shameless. I've watched Courtois. I can't do him like that. I haven't watched Alaba, and I haven't watched any of them to have an informed opinion. Yesterday was my first time watching. I think they're good players with unique qualities, but we won 3-0. There's not much stuff to talk about from a them perspective. To be fair, there's not much to analyze. I didn't really see their personality. Maybe in the smaller games against smaller teams, you might see something. I don't know. I said 23 from Miley Cyrus. Mbappe can't be overrated. Arteta would have been sacked in his first year at Madrid. It's calm. Carlo got sacked, went back and won stuff. That's how you bounce back. That shows the soldier in you. 10 seconds, 89 minutes on the clock. Luis Enrique looks serious. He looks like he's got a pistol in his jacket. Elite time wasting. Emery Martinez, you can't be time wasting. You need to lump it, lad. 3 minutes of added on time. You need to lump it long, lad. Villa are kind of tired, you know. They brought on Matson. This is tired. Okay, can they score an equalizer? Morgan Rogers. What's the word? Big up the nation. Come on, Marcel. It sounds mad to say, but just watching Paris Saint-Germain come back from behind, which they've dominated the game. They shot themselves in the foot and turned it around. DJ, I think Kivio is a good player, but the luck of not playing games is the reason he's shaky. Tried comparing Jude to a real baller like Musiala. They're both bullies. Well, I'm going for Kobe Maino, though. You don't not gassing up Cheeto Obi Martin again. The game's the game. That's why we had to let Heaven array it, but you had to leave, man. There's got big players, and you look at the performance against Real Madrid from the Kiviors and these kind of players. It was always going to be difficult for Heaven to break in. It's always going to be difficult for Mikel Arteta to balance the playing time of Cheeto Obi Martin and the very versatile Mikel Merino. It's one thing playing for a team that is probably quite fortunate, like Spurs, that the other teams below them are not worse, but it's 14th and these kind of things. And another fighting for a place in the side of a potential Champions League semi-finalist team. Oh, it's about to be 3-1. Oi, get back. Oi, you see us fullbacks. That's how you bounce back. Mendes got ripped. He's back doing rip. Oh, my. You got to fight him in the tunnel. Nuno Mendes. Every PSG goal has been a banger. The fullback, surely similar to Kvaratskhelia in that he's sending everyone shot. Ousmane Dembele, the architect, fantastic run from Nuno Mendes. Konza. Emery Martinez don't even know what's going on. Konza. Even Martinez. Sold you lot dreams. Woo! Where is my PSG shirt? We've been treated to 4 goals. We can't complain. Had 3 goals yesterday from Arsenal, none from Real Madrid. Paris Saint-Germain 3, Aston Villa 1. Best of luck for next year, Aston Villa, if you're still in this. Villa outclassed, man. Emery doing the overthinking thing. That's a heartbreaker. Ramos is coming on for Kvaratskhelia and there's half a minute left. Nasty work from Luis Enrique. I don't know who Kobe Maino is. I've never seen him. I think he was a random young player you lot played against Rice when he just signed for the club. Because I started the timer late. We've got 90 odd minutes on the clock. We've got 10 seconds left anyways. Big up you lot for tuning in. Big goal, 2-1 would have been good for Villa. Villa gave it a good goal though. Looked like the team lacking experience at this level. What a season for Villa. Season 9. Did they give it a good goal? Hella rude, AK. Bacola. Hey! Warren Zaire-Emery's gone for a long-range shot. Did it touch a Villa player? Emery Martinez actually punched over the bar. It could have been 4. They snaked them. They could have let them take the set piece. Luis Enrique. PSG 3. Aston Villa 1. We got the Spanish coaches though. Watch along tomorrow. TBC. Need to see what a couple other content creators are saying. Arsenal versus PSG. Listen, anything can happen in the champs. Anything can happen. It has to be biometrics. It's specifically about how he moves. And Mbappé, when he breaks into sprinting, never seen an athlete move like him in my life. We can't play Kivio versus PSG. Has nothing to do with experience. It's difference in quality. PSG are better. Went to make a burger. The disaster has been poor. We've got biologists in the chat, sports scientists and whatnot. What's a biometric for your childish? And on that, people, I've had a big shift today. We've had streams, man. I'm gonna go shower and go to my bed if I'm honest with you. You lot stay safe, stay blessed. In honor of what Mendes did, smash the like button if you haven't.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.